My name is Alina. I am 37 years old. I have a husband. His name is Martin. He is 45 years old. I work in a small town library. Life was peaceful before I met Martin. He was gentle, humorous, and charming. He smiled often. We met at a neighbor's dinner party. I was shy. He spoke to me first. We laughed about the burnt bread. I felt calm and safe with him. After a few weeks, we started dating. Martin came from a big family. He lived with his parents and his younger brother in a large house. One day, Martin took me to his family home. He wanted everyone to meet me. I brought chocolates and flowers. His mother smiled, but said very little. His father nodded politely. His brother walked past me without saying a word. I told myself maybe they were just quiet people. Martin and I dated for 1 year. Then he asked me to marry him. I said yes. I was very happy. But his family was not. His mother said, "Why are you marrying so quickly?" His brother said, "She doesn't understand our lifestyle." The wedding was simple. My family attended. Martin's family barely smiled. His mother wore a dark blue dress. His brother left early. After the wedding, we moved into his family house. It will help us save money. Martin said. I wanted to be close to him. So I agreed. At first, I tried very hard to please everyone. I woke up early, made tea, cleaned rooms, washed dishes, and helped his mother with laundry. But she never said thank you. One morning, she handed me a long list of chores. Clean the floors, wash the windows, scrub the bathroom. I felt tired but did everything. Martin said, "You're very helpful." Elena. I waited for him to say more. But he didn't. His brother also started giving me work. Make me coffee, iron my shirt. He stayed in his room all day and did nothing. I felt exhausted. I tried to talk to Martin. I said, "I feel like help. Not your wife." Martin replied, "They just need time. Please be patient." But nothing changed. I cooked every meal. I washed clothes by hand until my fingers hurt. One winter evening, I made vegetable soup. His mother tasted it and said, "Too bland. You don't know how to cook," and poured it out. I wanted to cry. I stopped meeting my friends. I stopped going outside. Martin didn't notice. One night, I said, "I don't want to live like this." He replied, "My mother needs support." I said, "I am not a worker. I have no space and no voice." He said I was overreacting. On weekends, Martin went out. I stayed home. His mother said, "A good wife stays inside and works." I missed my own mother. She worked, laughed, and sang while cooking. I began visiting the park alone. It became my only peaceful place. One day, his brother laughed and said, "Marriage has aged you." Elena. I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were dull. My smile was gone. I asked myself where the old me had disappeared. A week later, my cousin Clara called. She asked, "How is married life?" I said, "It's fine," but inside I wanted to cry. I felt invisible. I cooked, cleaned, stayed silent, and received nothing in return. One morning, I made tea and toast. His mother complained there was no sugar. Martin ate and left without waiting for me. His brother asked for a sandwich, and didn't he say thank you? I spoke to Martin again. I said, "Your family doesn't like me." He said, "They just want help." I asked, "Why don't they ask you?" He said nothing. I felt empty and went to bed. The next day, his mother made me clean every window. After hours, she said I missed one spot. I almost cried. That night, I told Martin I wanted to leave. He said, "Where will we go? We can't afford rent." I suggested a small apartment. He said he liked living there. He looked away. I stayed silent. I called my cousin Clara and told her everything. She said, "You are not their maid. You are a wife." Her words stayed in my heart. That evening, I didn't cook. Martin asked why. I said I was tired. He said his mother called me lazy. I said I didn't care anymore. The next morning, his mother handed me clothes to wash by hand. I said no. She shouted, This is my house. I replied. Then I will leave. Martin came into the room. I packed a small bag and said I needed a break. I went to Clara's house. Her home was quiet, clean, and safe. I smiled for the first time in weeks. I stayed there for 3 days. Then I called Martin and asked him to come. When he arrived, I asked, "Do you want a wife or a maid?" He tried to explain, but I told him how much he had hurt me. He finally said, "We will find a place of our own. I promise." He searched every day. After a week, we found a small apartment with 1 bedroom and a tiny kitchen. We moved in quietly. His family watched but said nothing. I held Martin's hand and walked away. In our new home, we unpacked together. We opened the curtains. The room felt warm and peaceful. That night, I cooked pasta. Martin helped set the plates. We ate on the floor and laughed. From that day, we shared everything. Martin washed dishes, cleaned floors, and took out the trash. We watched movies, walked in the park, and held hands. We said sorry. We said I love you. We slowly filled the apartment with small things: a table, chairs, a rug, and a photo. It became our home. On our first anniversary there, Martin bought a small cake. We lit 1 candle. We danced and hugged each other. I wore my favorite dress. I felt like myself again. Martin smiled and said, "You look beautiful." Elena, we still miss friends, family, and Clara sometimes, but not the old house. I am Elena. I am a wife, not a maid. I may have little, but I have love, peace, and freedom. I have my own life and my own home. I wake up each day without fear. I live for myself now.